Empty bottle.
Empty bottle.
Yeah. So we were, Ev and I, so we were talking about this thing the other day. We were actually going over some Orange Belt stuff on our free, our once a month free.
Yeah, live session,
live
Zoom
session.
right?
So today I opened up McDojo because he never lets me down, and it looks like there's a guy hopping around. And there's a guy with his hands up, and he's just swinging mitts at him, not holding for anything, but he's just throwing the mitts at the guy's hands. I'm like, this is great.
Oh, my God. You know,
I love waking up to this stuff every day.
Gotta, I mean, a good mitt holder can make the puncher look bad or good, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And it's just amazing how I watch people that say, oh, yeah, I know how to do this. I have no idea. No idea.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was...
I like to put now on my I want to say LinkedIn, on my resume now, I put expert mitt holder.
Hey,
because compared to some of these people, I'm an expert.
Oh. So, today is the 7th of May.
The first day of the rest of our lives.
Who's that comedian that talks like that? What's his name? He whispers and. Oh,
you know, there was this one guy. I want to say he has like one of those one name guys, and when he talks or her talks kind of like this, but then there's that character on SNL, no, on Mad TV. There was a guy, and his name was Stuart, and there was always a lady going, Stuart, you need to do this thing, and he'd come in and he'd be like, I don't wanna.
Oh
that was an old sketch from a long time ago. I don't wanna.
We should do our own kung fu movie, man. I would love to do that.
Ev,
That would be cool.
tell us your favorite joke.
I don't have a favorite.
What does that
joke.
have to do with a kung fu movie?
Because you were talking about comedy before the Kung Fu movie.
Wouldn't that be fun? We have a princess in distress, and then a group of people are gonna rescue her.
But they do it
And they're gonna
Roadhouse
do it.
style. Roadhouse style.
You're still on Roadhouse.
Yeah.
Oh my
He
God!
loves
Hey,
that movie.
I know.
So,
Have you
I
guys?
realize
Anybody
it's
out there
not-
seen Roadhouse with Jake Gyllenhaal?
Yeah.
It was it was different.
It is.
We're still
a
talking about it.
cinematic feat.
No,
feat of
James is still
great-
talking
James
about.
loves it so much.
I also I taught a couple of people the punching the thigh, then coming up with the uppercut. Man, that works. It works.
In your Krav Maga class or your Muay Thai class?
Muay Thai class.
Oh my
Jeez.
goodness.
My God.
I was like, why can't they punch the thigh? They can actually.
Hey,
Yeah,
when
why
you
not?
hit the quadricep like that, and you do it. I mean, how many times have you walked into a coffee table, and it's just debilitating?
Yeah.
I mean, people don't
Well,
realize.
also it's like so I always catch people with the stiff jab, but I come in with a quick calf kick.
Yep.
So I don't know what it is about going low and then hitting high. It throws people off sometimes unless they're ready.
you're shocking the body.
Yeah.
and shocking the body.
The little kick or the punch low or the kick low, it gets them to react.
Correct.
And when they react, you take advantage.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
I don't have a favorite joke.
Oh.
No, I just.
Gemma's looking one up right now. She's on her handheld. The only thing I got is
What are we working on today? Or what are we talking about?
What are we talking about today?
Well, you're the guy that comes up with the.
Let's
with
talk
the,
about
with the subjects.
Working at a martial arts school.
Let's not.
Let's
Oh.
not. Man, I have to cut
Let's
that.
talk about fun stuff. Let's not talk about work.
Let's cut that. Mental note. Cut this from the podcast. We can't talk shit.
Hey, cut it out. Am I right?
We're going to take a quick break, everybody.
Yeah, we'll be right back.
And we're back.
Okay, good.
Have you heard any good podcasts lately?
I don't listen to podcasts.
Oh.
I don't even. I got
You just
Spotify.
you know what's great is there's podcasts on Spotify.
I know, and I started. I listened to Empty Bottle on Spotify.
All right, so we listen to ourselves. I guess that's
So
not terrible.
Have you read any good martial arts books?
a friend of the show, friend of the show, Simone, handed me a book about how to win in a street fight. I believe it is. How to win in a fight.
Okay.
Interesting.
Oh, but
Did
you
you
haven't
read it?
He hasn't read it
I
yet.
haven't touched it. No.
I haven't even
I don't
opened
read.
it.
I don't. My problem is I'm not a reader per se.
Oh.
If I heard it or if somebody gave me the audiobook, I would probably listen to it. But then again, I don't know what it is about listening to stories or reading stories. Something about that just makes me sleepy. Is that a thing?
No,
It's
people do
because
that.
You can't focus your attention to somebody talking unless you see it, or unless there's comedy involved.
Yeah,
That's
so
why
it just
you
sounds like I'm
watch
not interested in
podcasts.
reading, I guess.
No. People would read sometimes. Just
I mean, podcasts used to just be sound. Now I watch them, but like before video podcasts,
Yeah, but what kind of podcast did you listen to?
like radio station stuff, like comedy.
Yeah,
comedy.
see, that's what it is.
Essentially,
It's
I listen
comedy.
to comedy.
Yeah, you have to be entertained. You're not entertained by this audiobook because of the subject and because there's no comedy in there.
So is it
So you
weird that I
start
don't
falling
want to
asleep.
read about? How many books have you read about martial arts?
2.
What are they?
I can't remember.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, is one of them your book? No. Okay, so there you go. Like in martial arts, there's not a lot of book reading. It's like you just do.
No.
and
There's
you
a
practice,
there's a
right?
lot of
There's
books
a
and there's
ton
a
of books.
ton of book reading. Yeah. No. It's just I haven't done. I read a lot of books, but I don't read a lot of martial arts books because it's too much legwork.
Okay.
The last
Just
book
like
that
people-
I read was
She's all Mein Kampf for
Mein Kampf.
that's
war
not
and
a-
peace.
Is that considered a martial art book?
No, I don't know.
Not really.
No.
It's the one that's like strength training for martial arts. So it tells you it's an illustrated book. It tells you like for kicks or punches in Muay Thai or MMA, you should work out these muscles and how to work them
Oh
out.
yeah, that's
More of like but it's not really. I guess it's a book, but it has
it's an
illustrations, so I'm
instructional.
okay with it.
More of an
Yeah.
instructional thing, right? Right.
Oh, I did read the Krav Maga book. that
Oh
we
yeah,
have.
with David Kahn.
No, I don't know who wrote it. It's the one in the office over there,
Okay, I think it's the David Kahn
Yeah.
book. Yeah, he's a good guy. Yeah, it's a little
which is
different.
also kind of an instruction manual.
right.
So
Right. That's
Of
yeah.
sorts.
A lot of martial arts books are instructional, books. Bruce Lee wrote a book, I guess. Didn't he write a book? Yeah, I guess he did. I don't know. Look it up, James. Okay, both of you guys are looking it up.
I'm faster. Bruce Lee books. Bruce Lee is called Tao of Jeet Kune whatever.
Tao Jeet Kune Do.
Tao Jeet Kune Do.
Okay, that's the only one he wrote.
Oh, I don't know.
why? So if
Are these all
martial
his books?
arts
There's like a ton of
systems
books.
Are
This
rooted
is
in self-defense?
6,
Is that true?
12, 18.
Well, we're still listening to
I guess
James.
there's
He's
22
thinking out loud.
books. There's 22 books.
Okay. So, yeah, you know what?
Oh wait, back to the question.
The question was, almost all martial arts are rooted in self-defense.
So does that mean the martial arts forms that we see today? That's how they actually fought in battle.
No. What you'll see is again a lot of the martial arts, the katas, the people call them the dance, right? That was to practice and build muscle, because when you do a horse stance and you were in a good horse stance and you would practice punching, that was to build your quads, to build up your leg muscles, because you would do that for like 25 minutes doing that. Or you get into a front stance. The way that your body's positioned makes you work all your muscles. Okay, and so what happened, that's the way they used to do that and how they built their body in olden times, right? They didn't have weights.
Yeah, no.
They didn't have any machines,
They
right?
had giant boulders.
Well, I know you laugh, but that's how they
Or
worked.
pails of water.
Right. And that's how they worked out their body and their speed and stuff like that. So most martial arts are always rooted in self-defense. That's why they have martial arts, right?
How do you feel about strongmen when it comes to that kind of thing? So it's not martial arts that they do, but it's still like a discipline, right? So
Well-
like the what is it, the Scotsman or the Irish. They have their own things. Like speaking of boulders, one of the things they did was
throw a big
pick up a rock from the ground that's like your body weight, and you have to hold it to your chest, and then you have to walk with it
Yeah.
for like a while.
I've seen that on TV. Yeah.
I have too. That's why I was going to bring it up.
The thing with that, what do I feel about that?
Yeah,
I
it's
think
like
it's
the
great.
strongman
Anybody that works out or does a discipline and puts time and effort and in the just the want to do that. I mean, it's a good thing, right? Because what, you're disciplining your body, you're strengthening your body, and you're strengthening your mind. And anything you do or anything that helps you do that, I think is good. I mean, martial arts is just one way, but people are runners and people are rowers and bowling. You know, I mean,
Horse riding.
or golf, right? People go, golf?
Yeah.
I mean, I played golf and it's just too slow for me. But man,
It's not easy though.
Oh no,
right?
it's extremely difficult, right? But it requires discipline, and for you to practice out there. I mean, I look at these golfers and everybody's, right? I mean, they can't talk loud, no talking loud or anything.
Yeah.
But
I got in
some
trouble-
of the rules. Wait, some of the rules are kind of crazy, but for them to take the time and the hours of practice to do that, I highly respect that. Anybody that does that, right?
You know, I got in trouble at a hockey game for making sound. Like I don't know how I got
You
a
were
hold
like,
of
what,
these
doing
tickets. I was
jiggy-jog,
on the ice. I was
Oh.
on literally right behind the wall. Like I was front row, and I was banging. I was like, yeah. I was hitting the glass, and I was like, yeah. And then the usher came down, and he's like, I'm gonna need you to stop making sound and banging on the window because I don't know, maybe it was just where I was, but he was like, yeah, the microphones are picking up all the sound on the ice, and we don't want to hear this. And I'm just like, boy, I can't even cheer now. Like he's like, it's just too loud, like, and I'm like, boring.
Okay, so what about you? How do you feel about people doing that?
Oh, I think it's awesome. Like, I was thinking about this. There was a show with people like, I think. Let me see.
Are you looking on your
I could
computer?
find-
Or
yeah,
you're
I'm looking for
doing this
names.
from
So
your-
Brian Shaw, Eddie Hall. I want to say, no, it's not that guy. There's
Look at Ev's face.
there's a
he
gang
doesn't
of
care
people.
about the names because he has no idea what you're talking
All
about.
right, but people might know these names. So Eddie Hall is one of the most famous weightlifters in London or England, and Brian Shaw is the guy who is the current strongest man in the world. Like he's a monster of a guy. Like if you think Brad on steroids, like he is huge. Like,
Okay.
huge.
So
And one of the it's impressive because I was there's this show that they put out like a while ago. It was the strongest man in the world, and they go around and they do these things, and it's crazy because it's I mean they just like us, they're spending years honing their craft, which is simply lifting, and this guy Brian Shaw, he can take a flat plate, 45 pounds in his hand, and just like hold it like a plate or like a
just
frisbee.
That's
Like
crazy.
there's only a handful of people in the world that could do that. Like the way he did it though. Like, and you take two of those plates together and you hold them and you pick them up.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
craziest thing I've ever seen. You know,
So-
like one is whatever, but then when you pile two of them together and you pick it up like that, he's like, I think at the time he said he's one of like 7 or 8 people in the world that could do that. And I was like, that's impressive. I wonder what that would be on somebody's,
Oh yeah, that'd be crazy.
how crazy.
Just don't get in that position.
Yeah.
Don't get choked
I would
like that.
never upset anyone who's
But all
one
the
muscle is bigger
but
than
all
my
the
head.
dedication and the time, the sweat and tears and failures
Is
and
Juju
whatever.
Mufu a strongman or is he just a power lifter?
I think he's so many things put into one. Like I
Have
don't
you
know.
seen
I
the thing
think
on
he
TikTok
started as a
where
power lifter.
It does bodybuilder versus rock climber.
No, I haven't. Is that new?
Yeah, and it shows like how bodybuild, like you were saying, how they grip the plate and they can
Yeah.
lift it. but so can rock climbers because they have so much grip
Rock
strength
climbers
when they
have
go up and
the
down
best grip
the
strength.
mountain. Yeah.
I know, but that still takes practice. I mean,
Yeah.
you got to be impressed with the skill, but you got to be impressed with. I mean, how much time and dedication and effort and have they put into that?
That
right?
guy, speaking of him, Juju Mufu, he is the guy who's all, clearly roided out, but he'll do splits. He does splits on, I don't know. He just does, his thing is he'll lift like ridiculous amount of weight doing the splits sometimes. Like it's crazy. Like between two chairs with room.
Like
He'll
Van
hang
Damme,
there.
yeah, like Van Damme.
Yeah.
These
Except
guys,
he's like
wow.
twice his size.
Yeah.
That's amazing. These guys are crazy.
Yeah.
Strong.
Props to him. He's
Woo.
crazy strong.
So
And
what
he
it
does
comes
like
down
parkour.
to is that these people make at least me feel like I haven't done anything with my life because all the hours and time they put into one specific thing, right? Like it makes me feel like I haven't done anything.
I know, but here's the deal. You guys got to understand that a lot of people don't have. They got to have lives. I mean, they got to work. They got to support a family. They got to do this, right?
Yeah.
And these guys spend all of their
waking
every
minute,
day
yeah.
of their life, and that's their thing. That's their job, and they have some way to take care of it all.
That's a good
So you
segue.
can't say you haven't done anything because you guys.
Oh, I can say it.
Well, no, you can't.
Man.
You can't. You work and you do a lot of stuff that I mean, have that guy do what you do, and he'd probably be lost. Be like, oh, I don't get it, right?
Yeah.
So you can't feel that way. I mean, your life is your life, but if you could, put the time into it like they do it, and you wouldn't have to worry about paying bills or whatever, then guess what? You may be like them.
Yeah.
Right? That's just like me. I wish I had started lifting when I was way younger.
Way younger.
Because when I was doing martial arts, don't do weightlifting. It'll make you slow. It'll make you,
I love being. I know I've said this before, but I love being big and fast.
Well, the thing
good.
is that just now, I mean, I was fast when I was younger, and I'm not too bad now. But the point is that it's just you get these concepts when you're young. You don't know any better.
Yeah.
Right. What I know now, I wish I knew then.
I hate that.
But that's life,
That's
right?
my least favorite quote. I
Right.
live by that one. I hate it.
Right. Well, guess what? You hate it because it's true.
Yeah, I know.
Right. That's why. Yeah. So again, all these the question, what do I think about, or how do I feel about all these people doing other things, weightlifting or running or whatever? It's great. It's great.
And
do it.
So falling back on that, it's good to train. It's good to train every day. But what about that work-life training balance?
That's really important, right?
Like
Do
I
these
actually
guys?
had a conversation with somebody this morning. One of she who will not be named. She was talking to me about how even. Oh God! Now I just effed it all up. She was telling me how her therapist was telling her you need to take time off because you're getting burnt out, and I'm like, now we know this without the help of somebody
You
telling
mean
us.
mentally burnt out or physically? Or both?
Both,
Everything,
right?
Everything, emotionally, mentally, physically, all of that is like, because when you do this sort of thing every day without a break, like no breaks, I mean,
That's why you guys are taking a
it's-
cruise.
Yeah, that's why you're taking a cruise.
You know what? People ask me, well, how do you balance your life?
But even without like vacations, because vacations come and go, like that should be normal. But like even when you do this every day, like I do, I know you do this every day, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, you take a day off when you can. Sometimes you take Sundays off.
Thursday.
No, I see you on Thursdays. Do I see you Thursdays?
No.
Ever.
You see me on Sundays sometimes.
You really take Thursdays off?
Yeah.
Ev is never here on Thursdays unless there's like a special seminar or something.
Yeah.
Okay,
since
so
the beginning of time here.
whatever.
No, not the
I'm just-
beginning of time.
No,
I
I'm
would say.
used to seeing him all the time.
But the thing is that, yeah, well, first of all, you got to love what you do.
Yeah.
And when people love what they do, it's not a burden, like, oh, it's not a job. Like, I've had people go, yeah, I hate my job, but I got to do it. I got to pay the rent.
Yeah.
Oh, I love what I do. Okay, even when you don't make like kind of money you used to make, right? And you got to really make a conscious effort to put time towards your family. You got to make a conscious effort to put time for yourself. You got to make a conscious effort to put your work time, right? And so, what comes first? It's always your family. Wow, it's always my family.
Yeah.
Then what? Then I got to take time for myself, and then it's work. But I love what I do, so I don't consider it work. And I'm a lucky guy, right? Why?
Yeah.
Because right now I'm in a situation where the staff is phenomenal, the instructors are phenomenal, the help is good, and things are running good. There's things outside of that work that aren't too good, right? Because like my mom, she's 95 years old, right? And
it takes a lot of care to care
it
for
takes
somebody who's
care,
95.
right? Yeah. So, but
It's hard to find good help when it comes to anything. Like, even like we got lucky right now. I mean, it's not all peaches and cream, but we're actually, I don't know. I don't really see a whole lot of problems right now.
well, people ask, okay, so if you had a chance, what would you change? Hey, if you had it to do over again, what would you change? I get
Are we
that.
talking about previous, or are we talking about
Just
right now?
Right now. I mean, if they ask me right now,
What would you change right now?
right, would I change? Right? I'm like, nothing.
Yeah.
I would spend
Maybe-
more money and take more vacations.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, that's
that
great.
doesn't count. It's not you would. We are already planning on taking more
but
vacations.
I'm talking about before.
And I'm helping you spend more money.
Well, here's the other thing. Here's the other
You
thing.
can't take it with you.
How many times do people just where they have the ability to take that time, but they don't do it?
That's Gemma.
I mean,
That's
does
why
that make
she's doing
sense?
it this year.
Does
She's
that- yeah.
finally doing it.
You're finally doing, which is great
Doing
because
less work.
well, or work smarter, right?
There it is.
Don't let's. We're
I
gonna
also
cut
think
that out.
I
Let's take a
also-
break,
no, I-
and we're back.
Okay,
I also think it's just mindset.
you got to be.
Right, I
Listen,
think-
you
I
got
My
to.
skill set.
No. He's just saying that because it's on the back of one of our t-shirts. It's true though, right? So like you can be an angry person, a hurt person, and if you dwell in that area, everything around you is just going to be horrible, right? You can't see like everybody on the road, and if you don't like the way that they're driving, get super mad at them, and then they affect your day.
I think.
Right, you
Well,
just have
I
to
think
go
he's
into
getting
it.
better. Oh wait,
Well, guys, I've been working on my time management lately. I've also found that being more flexible is helpful, as well as setting my boundaries.
that's good.
It's good.
Hey, did you also know that good stress management is also a key when it comes to work-life balance?
From Wikipedia.com.
That's why you have the computer in front of you, going, okay, good.
I don't know what you're talking about, guys. I just don't want to burn out or neglect my personal life.
Yeah. Well, it's so funny. I mean, hey, with the COVID, right? People started working from home, and they were getting more work done. Actually,
Yeah, that's the weird part. So
Right?
what they were doing was they were constantly being overworked, even though they were comfortable. That's a Facebook thing. I don't know if you guys knew this. Now, you listening at home here, you guys probably know because a few of you actually work there. Places like Google and Facebook, they make it more comfortable in the office. I've been in there. I've seen it. In Facebook, they have these, those love...
Is this pre-COVID or no?
It wouldn't matter because everything has gone back to the way it was. More or less, it has. So,
Well,
like,
yeah,
in their
no,
offices,
they have
the micro kitchens where you can
Right.
get whatever you want to eat. They have quiet rooms where you can decompress. They have giant love seats where you can literally take a nap if you needed to or wanted to.
When I was at Facebook, we were doing some of their training, some of their security people, and they were taking me down Main Street or whatever. I couldn't believe it. They go, hey,
incredible.
we've got a barbecue over there, and if you want ice cream right over there. And I go, what? I go, oh, there's a nurse's station there if you need to get a checkup or whatever. And it was like walking down Main Street in Disneyland.
Yeah.
I'm like, and I go,
There's so
okay,
much cool stuff.
And so I go, okay, so what's it cost? They go, oh, it's free.
Yeah.
It only takes 8 hours of your day.
Wait.
We weren't
soul.
working there,
There we
so
go.
like they allowed us to partake, but like no, it's for their employees.
Correct, but see, they said it's free.
yeah,
Okay, it's free. I don't have to pay for anything. Oh, but they do pay for it.
yeah, somebody pays for it.
No. How do they pay for it, Jimmy? You just said it.
They have to be there.
Yeah,
8
yeah,
hours of
like
the
I
day,
said,
and only really do 4 hours of work.
Yep.
So
That's how
they're
you
And then
do it.
they're
That's how they
away
do
from
it.
their family. They have to sit through traffic to get home.
Okay, but see, that's the payment part.
Cost analysis
Right,
or whatever.
that's the payment part. I don't
and
actually
benefits.
dole out any money, but I am actually paying with my time and my, as Gemma said, my soul. They want you there, right?
Right.
So when people say things are free, they're not always free. Never.
Except for our once a month free Krav Maga seminar.
Hey, you know what?
on
Wait,
Zoom.
a month.
2 weeks for free?
We also have 2 weeks for free. But they do have to come in here and spend their time.
Yeah, correct.
But it's completely voluntary.
But see that it's completely voluntary.
Completely voluntary.
And for them, I mean, again, they come in because number one, why are they here? They want to lose weight or they want to get confidence or whatever, right? So that's something that they choose to do. When you're at work there, and everything is free, yeah,
it's not free.
It's not free.
It's like those places where you have unlimited time off. They say that you can take as much time off as you want.
What?
And they say when they put those policies in place, most people don't take time off because they feel guilty or they have all these projects they need to do and they don't want to be one-upped on it, and they're not required to take it. It's just there if they want to.
Wow.
Right, so
That's the
it's kinda-
first I've heard of that. Jeez.
Unlimited.
That's
PTO.
amazing. Yeah.
Hey, you guys want to hear some fun facts?
Sure.
The average work week in the U.S. is not the most. It's actually more in South Africa, which is 42.8 hours.
Okay.
By 2 hours.
And you want to hear something fun?
What's the average in America?
In the net, it's 38.6. In the Netherlands,
Do they subtract lunch? Is that what that is?
no clue. Did you know that
about Holland?
in Netherlands, it's only 29.4?
That's cool.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, so enough of the
What
fun
about
fact.
what about China?
They're not part of my list.
What's your source?
Hold on. I'm checking those numbers now. I believe my source is off of X, and it's OECD, whatever that is. Okay, here we go. No, wait.
I saw something on the news the other day. They took a study of the worst air quality in the United States, of the top 5 cities that have the worst air quality. San Jose was number 5. And then all the rest of the 4 ones are also in California.
Yep.
Isn't that crazy?
Nah, yeah.
Worst air quality ever.
And we're supposed to be,
The greenest.
Yeah, the greenest state, and it's just crazy. Yeah. Are you still trying to find
No,
It's kinda-
I've given up already.
the R key or?
I was like, there's just too much to do here. I'm not in college anymore. I don't want to have to.
So, Ev, did you work out today,
Study.
this morning?
No, actually.
No, you didn't.
No, because I'm moving. We're trying to get my mom situated. So yeah, but normally, yeah, I do that.
James has always also taken a break from working out.
Oh yeah.
How's the knee?
Minor MCL tear? I'm assuming it's
Bone
minor.
bruise.
Hopefully, it's looking like a pretty gnarly bruise. I don't think it's a bone bruise because those usually don't show up.
Bone bruises
They
show
do.
up real
They
late.
do. They show up later.
Yeah, much later.
Well, it's been about a week and it's starting to bruise.
Okay.
And
But the swelling is going down, so
Good.
I mean that helps. I don't know how you get a bone bruise like that though. It doesn't make sense. The only time I've ever got a bone bruise is when bones smash together.
So look at your knee. It's like this.
Look at your knee.
Your meniscus is here.
Hold on, everybody. You got to see this because I've never been talked to like this.
Okay, so in your knee, you have a bone up here and a bone down here.
The patella. Oh.
And you have a meniscus here, and then you have two tendons here and here, and an ACL in the back. So if you do any turns where you go like this, and if somebody falls on you, your bones, your meniscus could slip out underneath, or it could be so thin because of wear and tear, and your bones rub up against each other. And your bones are alive because they have blood in them, and that's how you get bone bruised.
Oh.
I think. I'm almost 98% sure.
Well, you learn something new every day, don't you, ladies and gentlemen?
And I only know because that's the injury I got with my knee.
Yeah,
just
but
recently. And it took me for, remember when I was walking on crutches? That's what happened to me. And it hurts. And it sucks.
and all I had to use was a cane.
So you're feeling much better, though. Taking some time.
No, but
Oh.
I mean, you know, it's.
Are you wearing your brace?
No, I don't need to wear a brace.
Oh, jeez.
I'm not doing anything crazy. I'm just right now. What I do is I pace. I go forward. I go backwards. Sometimes I turn slow, but that's about it.
And so now when you're at home and whiskey runs
So
past
when
you
I'm at home,
and you go to
I
turn,
lay down and I elevate my foot. My feet right here. I elevate. Elevate the beat. Ouch.
well, good. That's great.
Yeah, everything is just slow right now. I started squatting the other day, like deep. You know, like I got a good bend in my knee, and it's not terrible. So I'm getting the mobility back. It's just slow going. I hate it. It's stupid. I don't like it.
That's the hardest thing for people here who get injured. Not here, but somewhere else.
Well.
Wherever it is. The hardest thing is to do nothing.
Yeah, people would be like, "Oh, I was, walking my dog and I tripped and I fell, and now I have a sprained ankle or a, bruised butt."
When
and
can
then
I
they're
come in and
like,
train?
"Oh, but I want to train still," and it's like, "No, dude, you got to chill." And I'm like, that person now, and I hate it. I mean, like I haven't, like legitimately, all I could think about is that I pay so much stupid money to that dumb club. And I haven't used it once in the last week and a
You
half.
can just go and hang out in the hot tub.
I
or
could go and
steam room.
hang out.
Oh,
in the
you're
hot
talking
tub.
about a gym?
About the Bay Club.
Oh,
Shout out to the
Bay
Bay
Let's,
Club.
let's not shout them out
No,
because
let's shout out to the Bay Club
All
because
right,
they're just down the street
fine.
from us. And we can invite everybody from the Bay Club to Academy of Self-Defense.
yeah, I mean nobody's gonna hear this from there, but
You never know.
It would be nice.
Bay Club, Bay Club.
So
Let's tag Bay Club.
Yeah,
in
we'll
this
tag
one.
Bay Club.
Hey everybody, if you want a nice place to check out that's good for tennis, like I know you guys love tennis, Bay Club. They
Or
also
if you're
have
looking for a personal
Olympic
trainer.
pools. If you're looking for a personal trainer, Coach James, that's 408.
No. Ask for Jared.
Oh. That's 408-963-8665.
I'm going to bleep that out.
All right. So Jared is, have I told this story on here yet?
I don't know.
Okay. So Gemma decided, was it this year or last year? Last year that she wanted to be bougie.
Be what?
So amuse bouche. It's so when you decide you want to be more like,
Can you just say it in layman's terms?
she wanted to go to an expensive club as opposed to a cheapo 24-hour or city sport kind of
Oh,
situation.
yeah, okay.
So we were doing 24-hour, like when everything opened up during COVID, we started going, actually even before, we jumped on the weightlifting kick. So we were doing like American barbell, and then we jumped over to 24-hour fitness because they had more amenities like showers and pool and whatnot. And then she was talking to her aunt, who is a little bit more well off than us, clearly because she's been living longer. Like she has more time to amass this.
Small fortune. Okay.
Yeah. So she goes to this fancy club, which used to be the Decathlon Club.
Oh, yeah. It's called the Bay Club now.
Now it's run by this connection called the Bay Club. And so right over there where the Decathlon Club was, Bay Club is now, they have this fancy place where they keep the pools clean. They're outside, so they have to, like every day they're straightening it, keeping it clean.
They're also required to.
It's not over chlorinated like it would be at a 24-hour fitness, like, because they're constantly cleaning it. They're constantly checking on it.
Okay.
So their showers aren't terrible. They have good water pressure and they don't stink.
They have free towels.
They
Okay.
have free towels, and not only
have a
that,
steam
they have a
room.
steam room and a sauna, and they have multiple hot tubs. They have a humongous amount of tennis courts and pickleball courts.
Okay.
So all this stuff all put into one expensive package. And so when I started going there, I immediately was like, why are all these guys running around with their junk out? And
In the locker room.
so like,
In
and
the
I'm like,
locker
what
room.
kind of place is this? And Gemma's like, oh, it's like a Korean spa. And I'm like,
Only in America
I
are
guess.
people hung up about their own
I
bodies.
just
that
feel
everybody else
weird.
has.
Okay. So
So
what's the
this
end of the
was
story?
this was my first interaction. Was I go in to check it out, and I'm in the locker room, and people are walking around and doing their thing, and this guy comes up, and he's talking to this other guy, and he's like drying off his top while his bottom drip dries, I guess, and he's just.
Okay. So
Hey, Bill, what's up with the, your stocks and bonds and things, Oh, I'm having a good time, over here. And, and it's the weirdest thing. So, like, that was one. I was like, this is fucking weird. So, like, the first thing I did was when we joined, I created a profile, and you have to add a name. And
username?
instead of just being like, oh, James Krause, 82, 01357. Instead of being generic and stupid, my name was locker room shorts, because I wasn't about to take off my shorts running around that locker room with a bunch of guys swinging their shit at each other. I'm like, it didn't make sense to me. I was like, this is the weirdest, like, bravado, like, thing of people just peacocking. But like, then I was like, is it weird to notice, like, that I'm like, why are you peacocking? Then I was just like, now I'm just walking around a locker room being like, I don't know. Should I look? Should I not look? And is this weird? Is it not weird? I've never been in this situation. I don't know how to act. And is this normal? It's not normal. I don't know. So there's that.
So anyway,
Oh yeah. So back to my story.
the original reason why we got on this was
So I'm starting to work out there. We're doing our thing, and there's this dude who clearly is like, he looks like a football player. He's huge.
okay.
Right? Like the biggest guy I've ever seen in person. And I see him. He sees me. I know he sees me because I'm putting it up. And so I know he sees me, and it's just days go by. We spot each other, and days go by, and I'm just like, fuck, this guy is strong as shit. And this one time,
Looking at him.
we're doing, I don't know what we were doing, but like I was doing like a pull down or something like that, and he's just beyond on a bench, and he's wearing this thing around his biceps that keep his arms from going out too far.
Right.
And he's doing a bench press with like 45 plates on each side of the bar. So it's got to be like a ridiculous amount of weight, Gemma.
360.
He's putting up
Plus the bar, whatever the
360
bar is.
plus the bar, which is 45. So that's 405.
Okay.
And he's like putting it up. And of course he's doing like one rep. I don't know what that's about, but like, you could get one before you're like, wow, this is a lot. So like I had to, at that point, I finally went up to him like, sup?
And that is James's
He's
pickup
like,
line.
he's like, sup? And I'm like, hey man, I know you don't need me to tell you this, but like that was fucking impressive, like, and he's like, thanks, bro. I know, I see you too. I see you putting it up. It's cool. And I'm like, yeah, I'm putting it up. Yeah.
Oh my God.
And then And then I proceeded to tell him how like I'm a smaller, like a Lego sized version of him. And I'm like, my goal is to be you one day, bro. And he's like, yeah, you're there. You're almost there.
Okay.
Just keep going.
So who is this guy?
His name is Jared. He's
Okay,
my
that's-
friend now. Now we're friends. We say hi to each other all the time.
And he has like the best personality ever.
He's so
Yeah.
like he's like I know
He's like
not
Mike
a lot
on
of,
steroids.
not a lot of people know him, but there's this guy named Mike
From our gym.
Mike Troff. Trop.
Don't spit on
Michael.
your mic.
And he Trop.
Okay.
And he is like my favorite instructor. He actually is everything that I wish I was. He's super motivational. He's always really nice, and he's just been in that management position for so long. He's like the perfect instructor.
He has
So
the best temperament.
His demeanor is great. Everything about this guy is awesome. Like, and I wish that he would hear this, but he probably won't.
I'll cut it and I'll email it to him.
Okay, but yeah, it's so that's Jared, and now we say hi to each other all the time.
So he actually searches for him every time we go
I
into
don't
the
search
Bay Club.
for him. I'm just looking around.
He drops his bag.
It's not like
and
I'm
he's
looking
getting
and
coffee,
looking.
and he's all like,
Sometimes I hear him
So
on the other
I
side
like-
of a wall,
okay,
and I'll be
so-
like, "That's Jared."
Putting it up.
Yeah, like lifting heavy. You put it up.
Oh.
You know, like he only had the one to put up, but he put it up
Okay.
pretty raw.
Okay, good. Yeah, put it up. Okay,
It's like a
that's
phrase, coin a phrase.
instead of
good.
putting it down,
Are you putting up what I'm throwing down?
No, I'm just putting up with this stuff. So,
okay.
Yeah,
10
that's my
minutes
Bay Club
later,
story.
okay,
that's your
so
Bay Club story.
Yeah.
so do people?
So yeah, no. So
people
now we're
actually-
going bougie, and okay. So back to my original thing. It's like I feel bad. We're spending all this money on this bougie club,
Okay,
and
but-
I'm
but
not
wait,
going
wait.
to it.
I know-
So
I know,
like, it's
but-
hard to take a break.
But
you
here's
know?
the deal. Yeah, but
Back to the original part.
Do you-
It's hard to take a break when you do this.
do
every
you
day.
enjoy it?
Hell yeah.
Well, then it's all worth it.
Do I enjoy the break though?
Oh,
The bouge. I enjoy the bouge.
Your body is enjoying the break.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got to
Well,
understand.
I don't. Okay, so here's the thing. I've just been eating nonstop. Like I don't know what it is, but like
This morning, I saw a package of, I don't know, Girl Scout cookies or Oreo cookies.
Look at his face.
what are you
Look at
talking
his
about?
face. Look at his face.
What are you
James likes
eating?
to hide all his
I
treats
gotta ask
by
you-
the bed.
So, do we have people actually listen to this?
Yeah, they do.
Sometimes.
Hi, Sarah. How are you doing?
Oh, hey,
We
Sarah.
need to bring Sarah.
You know what?
Sarah Chan?
I would
Yeah.
love to
She
bring.
needs to. All of you guys are welcome. You know,
I
like,
would love to
we've
have
been-
some students in here.
We've been waiting for some fun guys. Brian was fun, but he doesn't wake up before 9 a.m. You know, so it'd be hard to get him in here.
Okay, speaking of wake up, I got a class to give.
No,
I'll go meet Jared and I'll put it out. I mean,
I'll meet Jared and I'll put it up. All right.
wait, put it down.
Are you?
So to end with it, I'd like for each one of us to say what's one thing that could help with work-life balance.
Oh, I was going to
Since
say,
that's
what's
what
one thing
talking
we're
about.
thankful for?
Take your time. Take your time. Today, James.
Well, no, it's not me. Yeah, it doesn't have to default to me, Ev.
Not that much time.
It doesn't.
She said
have to-
she would like each one of us. I said, take your time. It's a okay.
That's
Go
his,
ahead, take your time, think about it.
No, that's what he said.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Take time.
And I'm going to say
What's on the computer?
either set your boundaries, work on your time management, figure out stress management, or be flexible.
I say
Go. I'll think of mine.
I say find one or two, a couple things that you love doing, that you don't think is a chore that you enjoy doing, and then start from there.
He loves
And what does that
unwrapping
mean?
Girl Scout
Does that
cookies.
mean-
So that means like
Does that mean at work, find what you love doing,
Anywhere,
or
anywhere.
when you're not working, find what you love doing?
anywhere, right? So like for instance, here
Isn't
at
that just get
ASP
hobbies?
Yeah, exactly.
Boring.
Okay, that's
Boring.
a whole new thing.
All
Okay,
right, mine's going to be awesome
ready?
now. Hold on.
Jigga.
No.
Oh, aren't you gonna jigga
Now
down?
he has a real answer because he found one.
No.
What's the real answer?
I just think time is the most important part
That's
of life.
what Ev said.
Oh shit! Hold on. Setting boundaries.
Why stress
I'm
management?
gonna go back to setting boundaries.
Okay, give it up.
All right, stress management then.
Okay, good. Good.
All right. So if you hold in all that stress,
No, you don't have to explain why. Just
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay. End.
setting boundaries then.
End.
And thank you for listening. on
Thanks for
today's
listening,
episode.
guys. I love you, Ev.
I love you guys. I love everybody. James, you're awesome.
All right, Jem is cool too. I love you. A jigga 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 a jigga jigga jigga.
Jared. Oh my God, that's so much fun.